Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Conway Arena. It's President's Day of 2019. John Collins with Tom King, moments away from the opening face-off of North and South's hockey second meeting of this season.
Well, North-Souhegan, South-Pelham is President's Day, John, but keep an eye on the Kings because they have right now more to play for in this game. They're looking to get into the tournament. They basically may need to win out. There's a wild card in all of this. Wyndham with a possible ineligible player. Supposedly a ruling was supposed to be, or at least a hearing today, as we tape this on President's Day. We'll know in a day or two what the situation is. If they're out, they stand to lose, possibly forfeit 5 games. If that happens, these guys are in. The Kings are in. Otherwise, they have to win tonight and probably add Exeter on Wednesday, 2 days later after we tape this game. So they have a little bit more to play for. They want to get in the tournament for their second straight year. Last year they got in with 6 wins. That's all it took. This year it may take 8 or 9.
They have 7 right now by my count, 7-8 record.
7-8-1.
And a tie with Salem.
Again, you look at North-Souhegan, you wonder sometimes how a team with 9 seniors can be 3-13, but they are. They're better than they were last year. They're better than they were 2 years ago, but they just haven't been able to get over the hump. The culture hasn't been set yet, and that's the job that new coach Josh Lavoie knows he has. He's tried to establish it this year. I think it'll go on for the next few years, and they'll improve as time goes on.
Both of these teams are coming off wins against Manchester Memorial. It was North snapping an 11-game losing streak. North-Souhegan had lost 11 in a row before they beat Memorial 2 days ago on Saturday. 5 days ago, the last time that the Kings played was also against Memorial, and they won that game.
4-0.
4-0. You were there.
I was here. They left a lot of goals on the ice,
Did
more
they?
or less. They had a couple of breakaways. They probably should have won that game 6-7-0, I thought. Ended up being 4-0. They took too many penalties in the third period that kind of set them back a little bit, but they were able to get the shutout. The players you want to watch, I think for North-Souhegan, John Natale, I think number 17. You'll be calling his name a lot. I feel he's their best player overall. The other way, you've got a couple of them in the dark uniforms, the Kings. It'll be number 12, Joe Moore, or number 21, I think the guy that really sets the tone for them, Riley Nutter, number 21, the big kid, senior captain. I look for him to have a big game. And of course, it comes down to the goaltenders. Jack Casey for North-Souhegan probably will get the start. We don't know yet. They haven't announced it. And Nate Sorrentino for Nashua South-Pelham.
That's our cameraman, Tim O'Neill, who got our shots here in the warm-ups of John Natale and Riley Nutter on their respective teams. Of course, North-Souhegan will be wearing the white uniforms that have NS on the front, and the Kings looking all blackish and
black
blue, black and blue.
A little black with a little blue-purple in there. I'll tell you what, the NS really deceives a lot of people. You think it's Nashua South. Right, and it's not. So don't be fooled by that when you're watching this game.
It's actually North-Souhegan.
Right.
Yeah, tough to remember sometimes.
So we're looking for a good game. I was here the first time, 2-0. North-Souhegan lead in the first period. And Nashua South-Pelham took over after that with I believe 3 in the second and 1 in the third for a 4-2 win.
Good memory, yeah.
So that was back
It was a good game.
It was
a month ago.
A month ago.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Look for more of that tonight here on Nashua ETV.
That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. The opening face-off from the Conway coming right up.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
We discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
A well-attended game here. As far as we can see, the stands are fairly packed here at the Conway.
Yeah, it was like this the first game too. It was a great atmosphere, John Collins. So we look for a great atmosphere in this one tonight.
That's Tom King, John Collins with you. Opening face-off, seconds away. Our cameraman Tim O'Neill high above the Conway Arena ice at the red line. So 3-13 our Nashua High North-Souhegan. They'll be on the screen to your left in the white jerseys. They ended an 11-game losing streak with a win against Memorial on Saturday. I believe the score is 5-3. Meanwhile, South continued their winning ways by beating Memorial 5 days ago, 4-0 in the game that Tom says that South left a lot of goals on the ice, a lot of chances they could have added to their 4-0 score. So we'll see what happens. But bottom line is when these two teams play, despite their records, they usually go at it tooth and nail, and the final score isn't all that far apart. They met once earlier this season on January 28. It was a 4-2 win from South, coming from behind after trailing 2-0 in the early going. North is excited, but South-Pelham Kings seem even more excited as the team bangs the boards for the opening faceoff, and Riley Nutter goes right on the attack. Glove save is made by Jack Casey. Immediately a shot on goal for the Kings, and an icing call goes against North-Souhegan. So a great start to the game for South-Pelham. It was senior night. The seniors' jerseys are displayed prominently in the defensive ends of both teams. There were a ton of seniors for both teams, and they got introduced and gave some flowers to the folks who enable them to play ice hockey. A lot of those early morning practices that you need to make it to this level, thanks to their parents' help and efforts. Heavy hit at center ice, and getting the better of that one was Chris Whedon, who had the favor returned by Josh Kinghorn, number 10 of South-Pelham, knocking down the North-Souhegan forward, returning the favor. D-to-D pass for North-Souhegan. They can't get it out of the zone, however, as Ryan Dankos goes behind the net. Around the boards it goes and out. So North-Souhegan able to clear at that time. 5 for 5 line change by South-Pelham. The team in black and blue is South-Pelham. The team in white is North-Souhegan. North-Souhegan with a 3-13 record, the underdogs in this game clearly. And South-Pelham, with a playoff opportunity, has even more to play for to add to their 7-8-1 record. As Tom said, Wyndham on the bubble right now. They are one of the 12 potential playoff teams for 11 spots, but they may get disqualified for a goalie that played 5 games and actually is a Pelham resident and may have not jumped through all of the necessary hoops in order to play hockey for Wyndham. And the NHIAA is still determining that one, whether Wyndham will be eligible for the playoffs or not. If they are not, then South just about will be automatically in. So the Sabre Titans trying to get the puck out in front, unable to have a centering pass there and a potential shot on goal. Oh, nice reception try by Ryan DeSimone, number 8 of South-Pelham. Almost received that behind his back and continued on, but stick work just fell short. Now the Sabre Titans putting a little bit of pressure on as they go for a line change and get 5 fresh bodies out on the ice. 15-minute periods in New Hampshire high school hockey. We played 2.5 of this one, and right now South-Pelham definitely getting the upper hand as Riley Nutter decks Evan Susi to the ice in the neutral zone. A shoulder-to-shoulder check, clean and hard hockey play. Near corner, a couple of players dueling there. That was Richie Morell of North, the defenseman, administering the shoulder to forward Alex Evans, number 19. The two go at it again in the corner. Coming out, circling, the attempted shot by Joe Moore doesn't find its way to its intended target. We got our first penalty, a cross check coming up here, and it looks like it will be against defenseman Evan Susi, I believe, going to the penalty box. So Evan Susi gets called for cross-checking, and it'll be South-Pelham with a power play, the first man advantage for either team in this game. 0-0 here early. It is a President's Day night game here at the Conway. Well attended. There were a lot of cars out in the parking lot. In fact, it spilled over into the Stello Stadium section of parking. There's a blast from the point by South Christopher Skelly that does not find its way through. It ricochets into the corner after hitting somebody's shin pads. Skelly's able to pinch it off at the point. Centering pass, a wrister through traffic by Johnny Pinkston. Pinkston goes into the corner, retrieves the deflected shot. Top of the point, Joe Moore, wrister through traffic, gets deflected wide of goaltender Jack Casey. Penalty announcement in the background, 2 minutes for Susi for cross-checking. There's 40 seconds gone in the power play for South-Pelham as they continue to put the pressure on. This Joe Moore at the point, slides it on ahead of Skelly's wrist shot is blocked. Getting in the shooting lane for North-Souhegan was John Natale, number 17. Wrister hits the shin pad of co-captain Brandon Hugh of North-Souhegan. There's a giveaway. Penalty killer Josh Constant had the puck in front and forced to make a save. Nate Serentino hangs on, so it'll be a face-off to his right. 47 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the team. Now defending their goal, South-Pelham. Pretty good-looking power play there for South-Pelham, but not any quality shots on goal. There was a success by the North-Souhegan penalty killers in getting in the way of every shot that was taken by the Kings. Riley Nutter skating behind goaltender Nate Serentino now. He slides it around and he finds Josh Kinghorn. Kinghorn back around to Riley Nutter, who skates past the red line. Nutter splits his own teammates and the defense. Nutter shifting and shot and saved by Casey as Nutter nearly went the distance. Nearly pulled off a Bobby Orr rink-length rush right there. Would have been the game's first tally had it been able to get it by Casey, but Casey stayed in contact with the ice as Nutter chose to try to slide it past him rather than elevate the puck. There were some openings down low, but Casey able to shut the door. Face off to the North-Souhegan goaltender's left. Back to the point it goes, a save by Riley Nutter, who's been everywhere in this first period so far. Nutter circling behind the goal he goes, looking for an open teammate to pass to. Going the full circle now before he drops a pass. Diagonal, the wrister through traffic by Jake Guerrero. Guerrero has it slip over his stick, and now it's a foot race with Mike Dodge. Guerrero, U-turn out of the zone. Good back and forecheck by North-Souhegan as Guerrero wipes out one of the Sabre Titans' far boards. And the penalty is up. A successful penalty kill by North-Souhegan. That was a shot on goal, it looked like, as Casey was forced to steer it to the corner before the puck is cleared to the neutral zone. That one hit somebody on the North-Souhegan bench, and it is out of play. 9:15 to go, first period. Mostly South-Pelham in control of this one. There's been very few forays by the Sabre Titans. On the screen to your right in the offensive zone, it's mostly been us looking to our left. Of course, the penalty against North-Souhegan had a lot to do with that. And quickly an icing call against the Sabre Titans and more offensive zone time for the Kings. The four powers that be in New Hampshire Division I boys hockey right now, if I can remember, Pinkerton, Hanover, Concord, and Bedford. Those four teams up in the top of the standings. Of course, the Bishop Girton boys hockey team at 8-8 have a chance, and this is a chance for the Kings to stuff one home, and Casey able to hold a fort, holding tight on that near side post to make sure that the Kings couldn't shove one past him. And it's still 0-0. Uncomfortable pressure from the North-Souhegan standpoint continues even on 5-on-5 hockey here. This one trickles its way just out of the zone. Shoulder-to-shoulder check at the red line, but North-Souhegan gets the best of the action and shoots it down behind Serentino. Heavy hit in the far diagonal corner, and trying to pay back number 22 of North-Souhegan, Josh Constant, got a great hit on the Kings defense there. Centering pass right through the danger zone, finds its way to the stick to Constant. Constant cross-ice pass to Chris Whedon. Whedon, the wrister, just wide of the far post. There was a slight opening there. Had he been able to get it there on target quicker. Now a breakout by the Kings. Here comes Tyler Martin. Martin slides it across the middle. Good hit by defenseman Brandon Yu of North-Souhegan to make life difficult for the Kings attackers there. This one's going to be icing unless, actually it looked like it could have been waved off. It was kind of a skillful detour that Richie Morel took on the way to that puck. He kind of over pursued it this way so it would go by him and get the icing call, but the official didn't see to it to wave it off, so good play by Richie Morel. And a face-off in the offensive zone. Earned the easy way. Face-off won by the Kings, stolen away by the Sabre Titans down deep. This is Mike Dodge trying to get it over to teammate Nelson Hawkins. It's centered out front, but it's a Kings player that's there on defense. Heads up play. Back to get it for the Kings. Josh Kinghorn slides it around, but it's intercepted by Nelson Hawkins. Behind the net it goes to Jared Eggersheim. Eggersheim back to Hawkins. Helping out in the corner is Mike Dodge going to get it. And Riley Nutter skates away from it, the scrum, and he is pinched off at the boards. Good back check by Nelson Hawkins to take the puck away. And the Sabre Titans make an error there. It goes behind the net. Pursuit by Joe Moore of the Kings is successful in keeping it in. Shot on goal, forced to play it. Casey nicely to his defenseman, and over the middle, a giveaway by the Sabre Titans, and they recover. Mike Dodge skating it out of the zone, trying to shift past Riley Nutter. Nutter, though, too much reach for him and takes the puck away. There's a clear in and a line change now for the Kings. As back to get it for the Sabre Titans, Richie Morel circling. He's got a lot of ice near side with the line change, but able to get there. Good pursuit by Johnny Pinkston. Kind of intimidated Mike Dodge near boards and took the puck away. Coming out with some speed, good up ice pass. This is Johnny Pinkston. Pinkston met at the blue line, drop pass, wrister opportunity. Casey with the save on the shot by DeSimone. Ryan DeSimone trailing the play, got a good look, and it's out and cleared. Back to get it for the Kings. Number 11 for South-Pelham clears it around the boards. Don't have an 11 in our program, unfortunately. We do have Nolan Foss, number 9, closest to 11. Josh Kinghorn, number 10. Back to get it for the Sabre Titans is Evan Soucy. Soucy circling with some open ice. Tape-to-tape pass to John Natali. Natali over the blue line. The wrister is deflected and saved by Serentino. Face-off to his right. One of the better looking breakouts for North-Souhegan in this game at 5:38 left to go first period, and scoreless. 3-13 are North-Souhegan, and 7-8 are the South-Pelham Kings. But from the scoreboard and the play right now, you wouldn't know the difference in the scores, and now you do. Riley Nutter asserts himself. Riley Nutter turns it into a breakaway with that great speed. Fake right, shifted left, and the backhander beats Jack Casey to the low left corner. Nicely done by Riley Nutter. We'll wait to see on the assist, but we do have a 1-0 game. Just as I spoke about the disparity in the seasonal record, Nutter shows us why. Highlight goal for the South-Pelham Kings. Off the stick of Riley Nutter. As the Sabre Titans try to answer back immediately, great centering pass. A wrister saved by Serentino. Solid right pad save. An excellent setup there by Mike Dodge of North-Souhegan. Unassisted goal for Riley Nutter as he poked it free
And there you go. I told you, Nutter. You know?
He has definitely been a dominant player in the first period, and he was able to make the difference there. An unassisted breakaway goal. He turned it into it with that great speed.
Sure. Came right down and backhanded it.
Snapshot from the point finds its
But
way
what
through,
Casey
and Casey
didn't do
makes a
was he
save
didn't
on the
come-
bouncing puck.
What Casey didn't do was he didn't come out and challenge him, John. I always think if you're a goalie on a breakaway and you backpedal in, you're giving the shooter too much time. I think you go out and you challenge him. Cut down the angle.
It definitely helped Nutter that Casey sat back in the goal, because he was being hotly pursued, and
Right.
he would probably not have had enough room to make that backhanded
Exactly.
chip. Yeah.
Can't be passive like that.
So South-Pelham seizes the 1-0 lead. They trailed 2-0 in the first meeting of these two teams this season. So North-Souhegan behind the 8 ball here in the first period. Trying to answer back. The wrister in traffic doesn't find its way through. And
You're not going to win many games with one shot on goal in the first period. That's all North-Souhegan has.
Good pass to the neutral zone. Solid shoulder check.
Now see what happens in games like this. They get more carried away with the hits than they do with the hockey.
Sure. In a rivalry game, and just as you say that, penalty called against North-Souhegan. Looks like it's going to be a trip.
Yep. That's what happens. You get too carried away with all the with the hitting.
So the penalty is going to be against two. We got a tripping call, 2-minute power play again for the Kings. North-Souhegan successfully killed off the first one. The goal by Nutter, the unassisted breakaway goal, came at even strength. So with 4:04 remaining in the period,
Let's see if they put the penalty up on the correct side this time.
oh yeah, was it
Yeah,
on the wrong
it was,
side?
it was on the wrong side
didn't
last
notice
time.
that. Yep.
It's on the wrong side again.
Oh boy. I think the timekeeper looks at it as the 2-minute advantage guess.
Now, yeah, well,
I'm just trying to talk about how
We'll
come.
tell them in between periods.
Yeah, it is on the Sabre Titans, who have 4 skaters out there, and they did a good job of intercepting, but not a good job of clearing. Joe Moore throws it around behind the net. We don't have 11 on our roster, and it's cleared by North-Souhegan. Of course, obviously one of the key players for this South-Pelham team. So it's Mike Dodge that got called for the tripping. Number 18 for North-Souhegan. Kind of a slow-paced power play here. Slow developing, and there was an opportunity to clear it.
The Kings have not had a good one all year long. I mean, to be honest with you.
No.
It's needed a lot of work, and Sean Connors has always said that.
Nutter behind the net's going to slide it up to Kinghorn. Josh Kinghorn working with Joe Moore. Back to Kinghorn. Diagonal pass on the stick of the teammate, Johnny Pinkston. He wheeled around and not able to put it past. Kings back on the attack. Kinghorn, Josh with it. Shifting through traffic, still has it. Saved by Casey, and it'll hang on. Good rush by Josh Kinghorn. 2:31 to go first period. 27 seconds on the man advantage for the Kings, who will change some personnel. Yeah, I don't have an 11 on my South-Pelham roster. In front and cleared by the Sabre Titans. Nelson Hawkins. Foot race,
Watch
great
out,
speed.
you can't be lazy there. You got to get back.
Egersheim.
Good job by North-Souhegan to get back there and try to go after that puck.
Yeah, that was Jared Egersheim that made a foot race, and he pokes it away. So that's going to kill off the rest of the power play.
Good penalty kill by the Sabre Titans.
It's 5-on-5 hockey again with 2 minutes even to play in the first period. The Kings, though, still looking for that second goal on the offense here. We've been looking to our left a lot in this first period. Sabre Titans trying to break out. They had 2 players around the puck, but able to retrieve it was Jake Guerrero and shot it back in. Pinching from the defense position. Nice play, Dante Young. Young got a shot away. He took a hit at the same time from Richie Morrell. The Kings steal it and shoot it back in. Richie Morrell goes back to get it. Pair of 15s doing battle in the corner. And around the boards, not out. Kings doing a good job keeping the pressure on here.
They've done it all game, really, in my mind. Their forecheck is good. They just don't, they need a few more shots on goal. But here come North-Souhegan. They got a speed game. That's their game.
John Natale. Natale trying to get a shot on goal, misses.
Natale's a fast skater. He will get up there and he will take off.
Natale has to back check now against Joe Moore. Moore clears it in.
So they'll go with this group that's out here for the end of the period with 40 seconds left.
Sabre Titans trying to make one last foray into the offensive zone.
They're going to have one.
And here they come. This is Constant, and
they got a shot on.
Saved by Sorrentino. Face off to his right. One of the few shots on goal in this period.
I'd say only the second or third for the Sabre Titans.
So face off to Sorrentino's right, and the Kings win it. They get it out of the zone.
Nutter.
20 seconds left to go. Actually, this
no,
is,
it wasn't Nutter. I saw the 2. I thought it was Nutter automatically.
That's Paige
right.
Getting some ice time.
She played very well in the last game against Memorial.
And here come the Sabre Titans. Brandon Hugh. Hugh tried to get a shot through, but couldn't. And a leveling check. Save made by Sorrentino away from the check that got everybody's attention. Icing, but that's going to be the end of the period.
And you had to really concentrate on your Sorrentino and not get caught up in that check and watch it. You had to keep your eye on the puck.
Yeah,
you did that.
Good point.
Got a good game going, John Collins, as always.
It's Tom King. I'm John Collins. We head to the second period here. 1-0. South-Pelham leads it after 15 minutes of play. We'll be back with exciting second period action here on Nashua ETV after this.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, and she convinced me to continue my education. No one receives a diploma alone. If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Conway Arena in Nashua. It is the second period about to begin. The North-Souhegan Sabre Titans on the ice to your right, and on the screen to your left in the black and blue, it's the South-Pelham Kings. South-Pelham coming into the second period with a 1-0 lead on a Riley Nutter breakaway goal, unassisted, late in the first period. The difference in this game right now. South-Pelham right on the attack in the opening minute. Joe Moore fires it right into the midsection of Jack Casey, and Casey makes the save. Just 19 seconds into the opening of the second period, and seizing the advantage immediately was South-Pelham. Their top line pretty dominant in this one. As Joe Moore skates off, taking the face-off, Johnny Pinkston wins it for South-Pelham. Hard check near the point. Josh Constant levels Jake Guerrero, but South-Pelham stays on the attack in the offensive zone. Dropping it, Johnny Pinkston throws it all the way behind the net. It goes untouched to the near boards. Jake Guerrero, another heavy hit administered there. And the puck is cleared outside the blue line. It is senior night. It's a well-attended President's Day game. A 6 p.m. face-off. Do we have a penalty coming up? We have an attempted trip with a skate. And it'll be the first power play of the game for North-Souhegan. The Sabre Titans in the white jerseys killed off 2 penalties in the first period. That goal by Riley Nutter, the breakaway, came at even strength. The South-Pelham Kings had the man advantage twice, were unable to score on the power play, but now for the first time in this game, there is a Kings player in the box for tripping, and a power play for North-Souhegan. Back to retrieve it is Ryan Dankos. Dankos to mid-ice, but it's met there at the blue line by Dante Young. Tried to slap it the length of the ice, but it got deflected to the far boards. Shorthanded try by Joe Moore going 1-on-2. He is broken up by the defense, and the back checker with the puck is Jared Egersheim. Egersheim tried to forward it ahead to John Natali, and Natali and Egersheim over the blue line. Behind the net it goes. Circling is Mike Dodge. Dodge behind the net. Return pass from Natali. Trying to give it back to Dodge. To the point now. Ryan Dankos throws it up the boards. Dankos and John Natali playing catch, and that one is fired wide, high and wide to the right. Retrieving the rebound off the glass was Brandon Yu across the goal mouth, and no put in front, and it pops up into the blocker and glove of Nate Serentino, who makes the save. Face off to his left. So exactly 1 minute of the 2-minute power play has expired, and it is a penalty kill to this point for South-Pelham. Taking the face off for the Kings will be Christopher Skelly. Skelly wins it, and it goes 200 feet, the length of the ice. Back to get it is Ryan Dankos. Dankos drops it, and circling with speed, Brandon Hugh. Hugh cross ice pass, finds Jared Egersheim, who throws it on ahead, and it's shot in by Mike Dodge around the boards. John Natali behind the net it goes. Dodge missed, actually, Mike Dodge missed it, ended up on the stick of Brandon Hugh. All the way to the point now. Ryan Dankos with a heavy touch there, nearly lost it. Far diagonal with it is Brandon Hugh. Tried the centering pass, got blocked by defenseman Josh Kinghorn. Around the net it goes. Kinghorn steals it, nudges it on up ahead to Alex Evans. Can't get it out. The wrister at point blank range, right in the middle slot. John Natali missed high with the shot. Natali has it. Circling, slides it. Even strength now. The power play is over for the Sabre Titans, but the pressure continues. Brandon Hughes, centering pass, stopped at the near post by Serentino, and he hangs on right underneath his pad. The toe portion of his right goalie pad was able to freeze the puck. And so exactly 3 minutes gone here in the second period. And better showing here in the second period. Of course, the power play had a lot to do with it for the Sabre Titans in white. Now it's 5-on-5 again. Brandon Gaffney will take it for North-Souhegan. Lost the face-off to Joe Moore. Cross-ice pass, Paige Anger whacks at it, but the Sabre Titans control. Around the net it goes. Serentino stops the puck for Dante Young. Young tries to shoot it around the boards, and it is out. Joe Moore with Riley Nutter, 2-on-1. Moore to Nutter, point blank, goes into the goalie and hits it into the net, and they call it a goal. Riley Nutter actually took out the right goalie pad, and they're not going to call it interference apparently. It was like a football play, carrying the puck over the goal line. Nutter really never shot it over the line. He kind of took out the right pad of Nate Serentino, and the puck just slid across the goal line. Or was that Nate Lacroix, number 30? It is number 30 in net, Nate Lacroix. And the South-Pelham Kings, are they waving the goal off right now? Let's see. Are they saying no goal? There was heavy contact between Riley Nutter and the North-Souhegan goaltender, and the puck slid across, and the official indicated that it was a good goal. That was the initial ruling on the ice. North-Souhegan with the discussion now. Face off at center ice. They have put the score up on the board. They did call it 2-0. And it looks like the score's still being discussed, however. There are still discussions going on. If it was not a goal, I think the face-off would be in the offensive zone. And so it is 2-0. That's Riley Nutter's second goal of the game. That one he kind of just muscled it in. North-Souhegan keeping the puck in, and it is out. Joe Moore with it. Moore on the assist to Riley Nutter. Paige Anger also got an assist on that goal. At 3:26 of the second period. Deflected shot finds its way just to the left of Serentino. Puck fought for in the corner. That's number 11 for South-Pelham. And that's Nutter, pokes it on ahead, and Riley Nutter's got another breakaway. Bearing in, shot and a save by Casey. 2 saves by Casey. Nate Lacroix with the saves for North-Souhegan. 2 saves in a row by Nate. Excellent goaltending right there. And it was Casey since the game started for North-Souhegan. Nate Lacroix, number 31. Actually, I got my goaltenders all messed up. I apologize. It was Jack Casey with a couple of saves on Riley Nutter. So again, got crossed up by the North-Souhegan NS on the chest. It was North's goaltender, Jack Casey, that twice denied Riley Nutter on that breakaway. Brilliant goaltending. Keeps it a 2-0 game. We'll have to see what Tom thinks about that goal the second goal by Nutter, but in my book, I would have found some way. There's a hooking call coming up against South-Pelham, so North-Souhegan will have a second power play in this period. That might be Tyler Martin that is number 11, because I haven't seen a 14. And we have 14 on my roster. It's Tyler Martin, but no 11. So we'll have to wait the announcement from the official public address, Bill Thorpe, on who is number 11 that got called for hooking. But it's a 2-minute man advantage for North-Souhegan, the Sabre Titans. They've surrendered a goal in the first and a goal in the second, both to Riley Nutter, with a chance to cut into the deficit here. Short-handed try for Josh Kinghorn as he shoots it in behind the net. So I think they said Brandon Raymond, which is not on the roster that I have. But it's 2 minutes for hooking. And a good rush here by Natali. Shot in front, and a great setup for the Sabre Titans. And unfortunately, Jared Eggersheim kind of fanned on the shot. A perfect centering pass from John Natali to Eggersheim, but unable to convert. So 1:25 to go in the power play that continues for North-Souhegan. Riley Nutter had an opportunity for a hat trick here in this game, and in this second period he nearly got his second goal, and Jack Casey with 2 great saves in succession on a power play. First the initial shot, then the rebound try for Nutter, denied both times. Kings intercept just inside the blue line and clear it. 1 minute even left to go on the man advantage, and here's Mike Dodge. Dodge in the corner, centering past Natali, circles the net. Natali with it. Sabre Titans slowing things down here. The circling play, pucks up in the air at the point. Ryan Danko's shot is blocked just wide of the goal. Circling the wraparound play by Brandon Hugh, and it's cleared. Nate Serentino was waiting there near side for that wraparound try. Short-handed opportunity as Isabel Gates tried to slide it in front of the goal. And the Sabre Titans skated out but lose it, and it's shot back in. Only 10 seconds remain on the power play for North-Souhegan. Ryan Danko's taking a hit there from Ryan DeSimone. There's a shot and a great save and some heavy contact. The goaltender and his defenseman ran into the net at the same time, and the Kings actually jostled the net loose off its stanchion, so the referee behind the goal blew the play dead. Sabre Titans and their fans were disappointed to see that. They thought they had some good pressure going. Good save made in that sequence by Nate Sarantino. A quality scoring chance for the Sabre Titans. There's a clear. They wave off icing. And a good reversal of direction by Richie Morel. Shoots it down the length of the ice. This will not be icing. Nice touch on that clear as it stops short of the end line. Back to get it. Circling Dante Young. Young still with it. Dante Young sidesteps a check but lost the puck. Spencer Newsom sends it up the boards but not out. It is punched on ahead, and a good job of clearing by Jake Lopes. To the Kings blue line, now to center ice. And deep into the right corner. Kings have a lot more players on the ice than I've got on the roster. That one's just out of the zone, it looked like, and they will call it offside. Trying to keep it in was Dante Young, but he was a half a stride outside the blue line when he gloved that one to the ice. Face off at the near dot. 6:20 to go, second period. 2-0. The South-Pelham Kings in the black and blue, they appear to be comfortably ahead right now. They definitely were the favorites coming into the game at 7 and 8 in the standings to 3 and 13 for North-Souhegan with the puck across the blue line. Good return pass and almost caught napping was Sarantino as Josh Constant snapped a shot right off of his glove, his catching glove. That puck is cleared. Look out for the ever dangerous Riley Nutter, who's taking the puck down the near boards, got it poked away. The trailer, Moore has it. Joe Moore circling the net, centering pass, almost found Riley Nutter in the slot. The slapper directed, Moore gets it back in the corner. Joe Moore being shoved up against the glass and the boards. Riley Nutter got separated from the puck. Dishing it out in front was Joe Moore, but not able to connect with his teammate Alex Evans, who was lurking in the low slot around the boards behind the Kings net now, stolen by John Natali. Natali with it. Plays it backhand down behind the net to Nelson Hawkins. Hawkins gets leveled by Jake Guerrero. Hawkins back to his feet. Riley Nutter catches the high pass, drops it near boards, and that triggers a rugby scrum. And Joe Moore and Riley Nutter come away with possession. A dynamic duo in this one. Riley Nutter and Joe Moore, I should say. They put themselves offside at the blue line, and that causes a break in the action with just under 5 minutes to go in the second period. Face off far dot. Jared Eggersheim for North-Souhegan wins it back to his defense as Evan Susi shoots it to the neutral zone, and the Kings shoot it right back in. Gloved at the point. Dante Young fires it far diagonal. It's collected there, but fanning on the puck was Johnny Pinkston. North-Souhegan shoots at the length of the ice. That one is going to be a delayed offside. North-Souhegan tags up though and regains possession. Mike Dodge shoots it into the zone, gets deflected up into the netting, out of play. 4:23 remaining in the second period. We played more than half of this one, and South-Pelham Kings in the black and blue jerseys definitely are fully in control. Of course, this is the best line for North-Souhegan, the best chance to cut into that deficit as John Natali takes the faceoff, and the Kings win it. Not able to keep it in at the blue line, Dankos, but he retrieves it, and we have what behind the play? Something? Offside, I guess. Face-off near dot. The power plays have been even in this game. South-Pelham had 2 power plays in the first period, and North-Souhegan had 2 here in the second. There have been I don't think any power play goals in this game.
No, no, they haven't.
Puck shot up in the air. We have something going on here. What, a high stick batting it above the shoulder or a penalty? It is going to be
a penalty, I think. High sticking.
Yeah.
Kind of a cheap call, don't you think?
It was almost like a.
And they're wondering about it too.
Almost like a roughing call. The outstretched fist. Yeah, it's controversial.
Yeah, Josh Lavoie doesn't like it at all.
Not at all.
I don't blame him.
That's our third penalty. What did you think of that second goal?
You know, Nutter. I thought it was good, didn't you?
Well, I saw that the puck was sliding after the initial save, and it was Nutter collided with the right pad of Casey,
right.
and the puck just slid across the line.
Right.
He knocked the goaltender away from the puck, and it slid across the line. I don't know if you could have called goaltender interference. But
no,
the puck
you know
was
why?
already
Because
in the crease.
Casey went out to make a play.
Okay.
That's why.
So it was a legal contact is what it was. Legal contact.
I think it was.
Yeah, and it was Nutter's second goal of the game.
If Casey gets a skate outside that blue area, he's fair game.
So, yeah, you know what? He might have done that. But
watch out, turnover.
Natali spinning, has a teammate in front. Oh, he might have waited too long to dish that
And
puck.
here's the problem, the tally's a right-handed shot.
Nutter going for the hat trick. It's a foot race, partial break in, slides it wide. Good defense there by Brandon Hugh. Are they going to call a whistle?
No, they're not going to call anything. It's still going on.
The play's still going. And there's going to be a penalty now in front. It might be
It'll be a delayed penalty.
It might be matching because they're not calling anything. Actually, it couldn't be matching. It's got to be against the Kings. It is against the Kings.
Josh Lavoie's cap just came off as he couldn't believe the chance that they just had and couldn't take advantage of.
I believe that's a roughing indication when you outstretch the fist like that, and it's Riley Nutter that gets called. It might have been a bit of a makeup call there. It was a duel in front of the goaltender, and Nutter, the star player for the Kings,
we've got a player going off the ice with an injury right now. Trainer right after him. And assistant coach is going in too.
Okay, yep. So it is a 4-on-4.
I think the player going out is Josh Constant.
4-on-4, and that's off the side of the net. Some of the fans thought it was in. Stepping on the puck was a North-Souhegan defenseman. It is roughing is the call against Nutter. The wraparound try, saved by Casey. Wrister from the point, misses to the left. The turnaround.
Oh, and a one-timer missed.
Alex Evans with a bid on the turnaround, one-timer.
Right there, and
lining
a good
up
hit.
a check, and that's going to be a penalty. Yep. Extending the leg was Evan Susi, and he will go to the box. It's going to be a 4-on-3.
And see, that's what happens in these games. You get too carried away with the physical part of it, with the hits, instead of playing the game.
Yep. Susi extending the leg sent Alex Evans sprawling, and that was clearly a leg-tripping call. It's going to be 4-on-3 for 4 seconds, and then it's going to be 5-on-4 hockey.
By the way, 11 for Nashua South-Pelham is Brandon Room, R-H-E-A-U-M-E.
Or is it going to be 4-on-4 hockey?
4-on-4 right now.
4-on-4 with the.
Yeah, it was 4-on-3, and then the North-Souhegan penalty is just up, so now it's 4-on-4.
So North-Souhegan lost their opportunity for a power play with that Evan Susi tripping call.
Right, and it'll be
a lot of open ice. Christopher Skelly. Skelly going one-on-one with Brandon Hugh. Got the shot away, goes to the side. Skelly shoots it in.
The Kings will have a penalty for about
we have interference coming up.
Seconds.
And a tripping call. They're going to call it tripping. It was a chip and chase play. Nelson Hawkins shot it in. He was going to chase in after it, and he got dumped. So now.
So Pinkston goes out.
So it's going to be 4-on-3 in favor of North Souhegan.
4-on-3, then it'll be a 4-on-4, and then it'll be a slight 5-on-4 edge for just a few seconds.
So it's an opportunity for the Sabre Titans to get back within one. There's a chance for Natali on the rebound off the shot by Dankos from the point. Natali has it. He's going to walk right in front. No. Pass and a shot and a save.
Sorrentino came up big there.
As he stifled Josh
But I'll tell you,
Scott, Jason Scott, number 12.
The chances that North Souhegan's had in the last 5 minutes, the Natali break-in, and then the pass and a one-timer that was whiffed on.
Jared Eggersheim didn't get much wood on that shot from the point. He's in the slot. Eggersheim, the one-timer, saves
Great
Sorrentino.
save by Sorrentino. Great one-timer by Eggersheim. The one thing he needed to do, elevate
the puck.
Right.
In the corner, Natali, the captain of this power play, maybe running out of gas a little bit. Christopher Skelly has some open ice as he skates up. Gives it to Nutter. Nutter charging down the right side, using that shoulder in off
Nutter,
the apron.
He may have been able to use the shoulder, but he couldn't get cross ice, which is what he needed to do.
Nutter in the slot, slides one toward the goal.
There's the one-timer, pass goes by.
Good job by Natali to get in the passing lane. He deflected it away.
Kinghorn had it, and that'll do it.
What a fast and furious end to the second period.
Great hockey game.
2-0 as Riley Nutter picks up his second goal of the game in the second period. 2-0, the South-Pelham Kings will take the advantage into the dressing room. John Collins with Tom King, and our cameraman Tim O'Neill will be back for the exciting third period conclusion of this one right after this break on Nashua ETV.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Conway Arena in Nashua. A cacophony of student athletic excitement right now as we go to the third period of play.
Yeah, the excitement's coming from the Kings bench. I think it should have come from the other bench too, don't you?
Absolutely. They're the ones that are down 2-0, and they're the ones listening to the chant from the Kings fans that it's all over.
Right. One goal changes everything. The next goal changes the whole game.
And on the power play to begin the period, it'd be nice for the Sabre Titans to get it right
they've
here.
got 14 seconds to go in this power play, so they better get another shot off. 9 seconds now.
Natali behind the net, goes over the stick of Brandon Hugh, has to retrieve it off the boards to the point man, Ryan Dankos. Dankos slides it on ahead off of the stick of Jason Scott. Scott trying to center it to Jared Eggersheim. And it goes through the legs of Josh Carson.
And now we are 5-on-5.
Natali behind the net. It found its all the way to Dankos, but he got surprised by the puck.
Here comes Nutter.
And Nutter looking for the hat trick. He's got two, looking for three. Shot. Casey makes the save.
Yeah, Nutter going for that upper right corner. Wasn't able to get it.
It looked like he put the elevation needed on the puck.
He did. Casey made a good save this time.
One exciting minute into the third period.
He is a good player, isn't he?
Absolutely. He is on the hunt for the hat trick, and I would be surprised, as I told Tom in the break, if he did not get a Nutter. Another for Nutter.
Another for Nutter, yep.
In the third is my prediction. Of course, Sabre Titans have other ideas as they circle their own goal. Mike Dodge trying to get it out, and he does. This is Nelson Hawkins. Hawkins skating near boards. Tries to slip a check by Dante Young. He can't. He gets knocked to the ice, but he gets up and he gets the puck. Hawkins gets knocked down. Good non-call there, I think. Dante Young gets the puck out to the neutral zone, and it's stolen there. Good shift by Nelson Hawkins. Throws it far diagonal. Pays the price on a hit from Johnny Pinkston. The Kings clear. Kings throwing the body checks around. Sidestepping a check there was Christopher Skelly. Skelly in the neutral zone, circling. It's defenseman Brandon Rame. And it's cleared into the North-Souhegan end. Back down to get it is Johnny Pinkston. Pinkston around the boards it goes, finds Skelly. And now with it is Ryan DeSimone. DeSimone behind the net. Retrieving it near boards. Nelson Hawkins shoots it out. Young in the middle. Joe Moore. Moore gets shouldered off the puck. Good defensive work by Jason Scott. And Scott gets pinned by Moore. Around the boards it goes. Retrieving it is Evan Susi. Susi up the boards and out. Dante Young shoots it in. And back to get it is Jason Scott. Scott off the near boards, but not out. Kept in. Dante Young shoots it up the boards. As two players duel for possession, Alex Evans gets it back to Josh Kinghorn. Kinghorn, a shot in traffic. Shot.
Moore had a clear side. He had that left side open. Couldn't find it.
In the corner. Shot up the boards, but not out. Riley Nutter intercepts. Riley Nutter skates in deep, circling the goal. Head up, looking for a teammate. Puts the brakes on.
He's got Moore right there, but
Nutter launches one deflected over the goal. Kinghorn sidesteps the check. And it's not out. Joe Moore keeps it in, keeping the pressure on the Sabre Titans. It's been about a 1-minute possession in the offensive zone for the Kings. Wrister from the point by Jake Guerrero.
Nice save by Casey with the stick, just to divert it a little bit. I don't know if it had net, but just to make sure.
Christopher Skelly blew a tire there as he hit the ice. There's a wrister, good quality bid there for Egersheim.
Yeah, the problem is it's all one-time chances. They need to get some traffic in front of Sorrentino to get a goal.
Kinghorn sidestepped the check of Constant, but the Sabre Titans able to intercept and throw it back in.
I've got Sorrentino for only 12 or 13 saves right now.
Total.
That's not enough.
Pitching a shutout to this point on minimal shots by the Sabre Titans. Kings up 2-0 with 10:45 to go in the hockey game. Constant shoots it only to the blue line. Brandon Rame intercepts. And with it now, Ryan Dankos up ahead. We got a penalty
he's
coming
gonna be
up.
called for tripping.
It's going to be against the Kings. To the box will go Johnny Pinkston. And he may get extra if the official sees him hit the glass again. A key power play here for the team that trails by 2.
Pinkston's a very emotional player. He got the game winner in the first meeting between these two teams, and then issued a challenge right in front of the North locker room.
Wow.
I made the mistake of not realizing the two locker rooms are right next to each other. So I'm talking to Pinkston out in front of it, and the North players are trying to get in.
Wow.
That wasn't good.
No. Stiff check right there inside the blue line. As elbows got high. Fortunately for Brandon Hugh, there was no penalty call.
Tally fires high.
Tally misses. Centering pass. Shot goes wide as Jared Egersheim got decked for his trouble in the slot. Behind the net, Natali is set up looking for Egersheim again. Gets it to the point, skips over the stick of Ryan Dankos, who's forced to retrieve at center ice.
Offsides.
Natali going over the blue line and had Mike Dodge on the wing, but not able to connect.
9:49 left in the hockey game. It's a 2-0 South-Pelham lead. 1:14 left in the penalty to the Kings. Pinkston.
Natali with too much on the face-off win. He cleared it all the way back into his own zone with the backhander. So forced to go the length of the ice are the Sabre Titans. Natali ends it up with it hit on his stick. Nice drop pass to Egersheim, but has it taken away by Riley Nutter. It hit the official in the neutral zone, right in the back. There's a break for the Sabre Titans, but they bring it all the way back to their own end.
On that previous.
There's a penalty against Riley Nutter. He stuck his leg out. It's a delayed call. Sabre Titans have it. They're going to go up by a 2-man advantage here.
For about 25 seconds, depending on when they get the puck.
5-on-3 for the next 25 seconds, 27 seconds. for North-Souhegan.
Let's hope they look for Michael Dodge down right wing. He's been open a couple of times, and they haven't looked to get him the puck.
Riley Nutter made a mistake there, Tom. Senior captain.
Well, Nutter's pleading his case.
I don't know what you can say. I mean,
but here's the thing with Nutter. He's a tall kid, especially on skates.
Yeah.
He's got a long stride. So his legs are going to get tangled up a lot of times.
True, and he might be arguing that, but the extension and the intent.
Was it going to work?
Yeah, it was there. I don't know if this is a timeout. It is. Oh, North-Souhegan called a timeout to talk about
Well, yeah, because
strategy.
they want to talk about strategy. They're 2 goals down, and if they can score in these 27 seconds, they'll still have a man advantage for almost 2 minutes.
Yeah, that would be ideal, actually. Of course, if they can get one quick. So 2 good hockey players in the penalty box for South-Pelham in Riley Nutter and Johnny Pinkston.
A game that does not lack for drama.
Yep. Now, I will throw it out there. There was a controversial second goal that was awarded to Riley Nutter. Could have been called goalie interference, but officials saw it otherwise.
Well, unless North-Souhegan scores again, it's going to be a moot point.
Right. But they do.
They need a goal. They need a goal just to change the tenor of this game.
So Natali on the faceoff against Moore.
And if they can get one in the next
Natali
25
wins
seconds.
it. Eggersheim shot over everything.
Yeah, Sartino even ducked.
Nelson Hawkins retrieves it near point. Brandon Hughes shot right on goal, but a good save by Sarantino.
See, I like the idea Hughes had from the point. Shoot it. I know, almost tough. I know. We've seen those before.
Oh, the goalie playing it in front of his own net.
Well, Casey's a freshman, so he's going to make some freshman mistakes.
A steal.
Oh, 5-on-3, and you keep the puck away, and now it's 5-on-4. So that chance went by the board. Now they've got to try to see if they can get a goal out of this thing.
Here comes Mike Dodge.
No, this is Hughes.
Oh, you're right. It's Brandon Hughes.
He's going to begin.
Still got it. Centering pass. Eggersheim was there. Also, Nelson Hawkins. Neither could get a stick on it.
I think Dodge probably should have taken that in himself.
In front, Dodge tried to sneak it in near side. Now he goes and gets his rebound behind the net.
I'll tell you what, I like
Natali.
This isn't going to win any friends on the Kings side, but I like the Sabre Titans power play a lot better this year than what I've seen from South-Pelham.
A giveaway.
They get more chances, it looks like.
45 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the Sabre Titans. Definitely had opportunities. And Pinkston actually had a chance there. He missed it. And here comes Natali again. Drop pass, wrister, goal!
There it is.
Nelson Hawkins on the feed from Natali. A power play goal, and it's a 1-goal hockey game.
And you know what? It's a soft one, too.
Oh,
Sarantino should have had it.
Kind of a change-up. I think he was expecting elevation with some pace, and instead it was a slow
and it went
slider.
It went 5-hole.
Along the ice. So kind of fanning on the shot. Nelson Hawkins actually ends up with the best possible chance. He slides it past Sarantino, and it's a 1-goal game. And now
there you go.
Yep. 2-1 hockey game with 7:20 left. Next goal, without needing to say it, is huge. Either a tie game or a 2-goal advantage. Big goal, whoever gets it next, or will South-Pelham play out the string 2-1? We'll see. Wrister by Dante Young. No, he never got the shot away. Good defense by Evan Susi. And here comes
Dodge.
The Sabre Titans. Dodge got it taken away by Johnny Pinkston.
Good defensive play.
Are they going to call too many men on the ice? He tried to do a quick U-turn, and I think they're gonna call it.
They are.
Wow, unforgiving. I don't know if I would have called that. He did an immediate U-turn and went back to the box, but they're still gonna call it. Evan Susi.
Wrong announcement by Thorpe. He was reading off the wrong roster.
Oh, yeah. So he'll correct that. There's a deflected shot. Good save.
Bounced right in front of Casey.
Casey has kept his team in the game.
Natali.
Almost. Joe Moore, nice defense. And the captain skates it back strongly. Joe Moore going deep, left corner, all the way around the net. Good defense, though, by Jason Scott. Rode him around the net and
get it out to Nutter.
passed.
Let Nutter take the shot.
They
do. Oh, my
deflected
goodness, almost.
Shot. Redirection. Almost caught Casey off.
Looked like
to the side.
Ram in front.
Nutter barely keeps it in. He still has it. The wrister gets blocked.
Oh, look at where Moore was positioned.
Josh Constant got right in the way. Here's Nutter.
So the goal for North-Souhegan, give it to you next stoppage and play. Oh, and an open net almost.
So there's a power play going on.
Yeah,
here.
there sure is.
And
but
I didn't
I'll tell you
realize
what,
it.
I tell you, I mean, the more, that's been the Achilles heel.
Natali picks up the loose puck. One man to beat.
Oh, he's gonna
Natali,
have it.
shot saved by Sorrentino. He got his glove on it. A great attempt by Nate Natali. He did everything he could. That was a really well-placed shot, too, I think.
A skate save with 5:32 to play.
Back on the attack comes Egersheim. Egersheim shot, save. He tried to go 5-hole.
See what I mean about that power play? Who's got the most shots on this thing?
The Sabre Titans.
Exactly, short-handed.
Short-handed, still short-handed for another 12 seconds. Moore just shoots it in, and
I think South-Pelham better help for 5-on-5.
South-Pelham's playing a little bit tired right now, if I might say so.
Yeah, they are, John. There's no doubt about it.
And they had a 5-day layoff before this game. But this is catching up.
There's a chance.
In front. Oh, a heavy touch right there. Ryan DeSimone lost the handle. He would have had a great scoring chance. Mike Dodge.
Two on one.
In the middle, we got a penalty coming up. Shot saved by Sorrentino. Loose puck. Whistle. And another power play coming up, this time for the North-Souhegan Sabre Titans.
So
the chance to
old
tie.
bugaboo for the Kings. Too many third-period penalties.
Oh.
4 so far.
Josh Kinghorn going to the box for a hook.
Not happy about it.
Good pressure by the Sabre Titans. They had a 2-on-1 breakout there, and Kinghorn brought out the hook, and he'll go to the box for 2 minutes. 4.5 minutes to go in the game. 2-minute penalty, and the Kings skated out. Good steal, good interception by the Sabre Titans to keep it going from the length of the ice. Centering pass, shot, blocker save. Sorrentino directs it to the corner. Richie Morrell slides it across the slot. Hawkins with it. Nelson Hawkins, who got the only goal of the game for the Sabre Titans, and he misdirects the pass to Morrell, who has to retrieve it.
Yeah, but you know what? Let Morrell take it up, because your penalty kill, you're tired.
Intercepted
and
by
North-Souhegan is
DeSimone.
placing their people very well on this power play.
Trying to set up, coming out of his own end. Nelson Hawkins slides it across.
122 left on the penalty, 3:50 in the game.
John Natali trying to split the defense, takes it to the rear boards. Up to the point, returning the favor. Brandon Hugh and Natali playing some catch, changing positions on the ice, trading positions. Across the ice, Richie Morrell shot.
In a crowd.
Retrieving it, Egersheim in the corner, kicking it on ahead. Skelly ran into Egersheim.
It's a 2-on-1.
Here comes the Kings, shot, save, rebound, loose.
Oh my goodness!
One of the Kings players was celebrating a goal. Casey makes the save and he'll hang on. There's nobody in the zone. He's gonna drop the puck, it's still live. They did not blow the whistle. It's live, folks. I don't think the Kings know that. Natali has it. Skating it down, the wrister, as Nutter catches up to him and throws the body.
Chris Skelly will see that empty net in his dreams.
Yes, he will.
If they don't score, if they don't win this game. But here comes Nutter.
Breakaway. Here comes Dodge. Good back checking. Good save by Casey. Wraparound try. Loose puck, still loose.
Boy, what action. This is the best game of the year by far.
At the near point. 2:20 to go, 4 seconds left on the power play, but it's a successful kill by the Kings. We're even strength. Nutter changes
Unbelievable.
direction. Being checked by Brandon Hugh. Hugh trying to pin Nutter, he can't. Nutter using that superior size and reach, goes behind the net. He sidesteps a check by Richie Morrell, and now it's to the neutral zone. But precious seconds come off the clock. An opportunity wasted there by North-Souhegan to get an equalizer with the man advantage. Joe Moore has it. Circling is Brandon Gaffney. Number 19 is Alex Evans for South-Pelham. Constant tries to sidestep a check, and Evan Susi shoots it in. That one hit the shoulder of Mike Dodge, keeping it in the zone.
Now you're defensive if you're South-Pelham. You just want to clear the puck down the ice.
Now North-Souhegan will look for an opportunity to pull their goaltender. 5-on-5, trailing by 1. Good touch on into the zone. Mike Dodge in pursuit. Rame shoots it on behind the net. Dante Young keeps it going up to the neutral ice. Josh Constant trying 3 times to shoot it into the offensive
Skelly
zone.
with great pressure.
Circling with it, Chris Whedon. Whedon trying to find
Dodge.
Mike Dodge, can't.
And then you would have had Whedon coming down the side.
Dankos, Constant, shoots it past the goal. 1:05 left. Dodge able to keep it in. Casey's out, they pull the goaltender. Rister from the point in traffic, loose puck. Natali, the wheel around try backhanded, it gets blocked.
Now if you're the Kings, you got to be careful. You can't take a penalty here.
Danko at the point, Dankos shoots it into the traffic in the slot. Dankos keeps it in again. Takes a hit. Dodge.
They're looking for a clear, almost had it. Great pressure by the Sabre Titans.
33 seconds
and they
left.
couldn't corral it along the
Clear. It's
boards.
going to be icing, and it's going to bring the face-off back.
29.3 seconds left.
Breathtaking action here in the third period as North-Souhegan looks for the equalizer. Looks like the Kings are going to call a timeout.
And they should. Give their players a break.
Giving their top players an extra breather.
It takes a lot more to play defense than it does offense in any sport. This one included.
And
what a hockey game.
Yeah. Nate Sarantino will go over to the bench and listen in on the huddle as they get the whiteboard out in the Kings huddle. As Tim O'Neill, our cameraman, covers the action, including during the timeout here at the Conway.
He zooms right in on that whiteboard.
Did I hear you right? Are we not going to be in the Conway Arena again on Nashua TV for a while?
It depends if South-Pelham doesn't get a home tournament game. If they do, we can be here.
Do you see that possible scenario?
It all depends on that Wyndham ruling. It really does.
Tom mentioned at the opening of our telecast that there is a controversy involving a Wyndham player, a goaltender.
Yeah, an ineligible player who
is a Pelham resident?
Who attends, no, a Wyndham resident who attends St. John's Prep.
Oh.
Not a Pelham resident. It doesn't have anything to do with Pelham.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a Wyndham goalie.
Yeah, a Wyndham goalie, not a Pelham resident, John.
Okay, yeah. Where did
goes to St. John's Prep.
St. John's Prep. So he attends St. John's.
Yeah, so because of the taxes rule, pays taxes in Wyndham, can play for Wyndham, but there's all sorts of hoops you have to jump through to do that, and he may not have done all those hoops. So any games he played, they forfeit.
20 seconds left
if that's
to go.
the ruling.
Right, and that could have a bearing on the playoffs, obviously. 14 seconds left to go, and it's a key clear.
And here we go. We could have a break-in for the empty netter, but no, it's going to go wide.
And it's not icing, and that's going to kill off the remaining time.
And that'll be it.
Oh,
empty
they get a goal with 1 second left.
Wow.
And so Riley Nutter does get his hat trick with 1 second remaining in the hockey game. And the hats fly, but they hit the netting, the protective netting, so you can get it back. Oh, one got over the netting, actually. One made its way out onto the ice for the hat trick. Riley Nutter in hot pursuit of the loose puck with the empty net. And we will have a 2-goal victory for the Kings.
But if you're looking for my play of the game,
yes,
it's the skate save that Sorrentino made.
Yes. Huge save.
Yep.
To keep it a 1-goal
And it was
advantage.
it was on the tally. And that'll do it. All right, John Collins.
All right, Tom King, good job. Thanks to our cameraman, Tim O'Neill. Thank you for watching Nashua TV, the most exciting hockey game we had the privilege of doing this season. The South-Pelham Kings come out on top over the North-Souhegan Sabre Titans by a score of 3-1. Good night from the Conway Arena, everybody.